Hey guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 tutorial. We're gonna go ahead and install some police vehicles. In this very episode, I already showed you how to install LSPDFR, stop the pad, ultimate backup, compilite, pretty much everything you need to really get your LSPDFR going. So now we're gonna go ahead and install some police vehicles. Everything that we are going to be installing right here is going to be ELS. We're gonna go ahead and pretty much install police 1, police 2, police 3, police 4, sheriff 1, sheriff 2, park ranger patrol, and the bike for police as well. All right, so we're pretty much going to cover everything. And excuse me if this video takes too long, because there's some things we might need to take a little bit of time on in order to explain, in order to do everything properly. So if this video does take a little bit of time, excuse me on that one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and install ELS lighting. We're going to go ahead and install simple trainer, because we are going to need a simple trainer just in case you don't want to go to the station. You can go ahead and log into the game and start the game without having to go to the station, and you can go ahead and spawn a police vehicle. So simple trainer is going to come in very handy in that department. And then we're going to go ahead and install this vehicle right here. This particular vehicle, we're going to go ahead and install this one in 3 ways. I'm going to go ahead and explain once we do start with the installation. And then we're going to go ahead and install this charger right here. This one is going to be for FBI 1 slot vehicle. And then we're going to go ahead and install a park ranger vehicle as well. And then we're going to go ahead and install some police 1, police 2, police 3 vehicles on this pack right here. And then we're going to go ahead and install sheriff vehicles. I think this pack is only 2 vehicles, like right here. It's only 2 vehicles, so it pretty much works fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and install this bike right here as well as our another vehicle to use for patrols. All right, so with that said, guys, let's go ahead and minimize this page. I already have everything downloaded right here, and of course I'm gonna go ahead and leave all the links in the description for this video right here. So without any further ado, without wasting any time, let's begin our install with simple trainer. So let's go ahead and install simple trainer. And simple trainer does require you to install script V as well. All right, so we already installed script V in the second video of this series right here, so you can go ahead and go check that out. So with the simple trainer, we're just going to go ahead and take both of these 2 files right here, the ASI file and the configuration settings. Gonna go ahead and drag and drop this inside our GTA 5 main directory, just like so. And once we are done with that, we can go ahead and go into the configuration settings for our simple trainer right here. And I'll recommend you kind of do this right here. Just go ahead and press F4, and then we're just going to go ahead and type MP in capital letters like this, and we're gonna go ahead and find, and then find again. And once we are here, guys, I would like you to try and enable MP maps, because some mods, especially for callouts, might require you to have access to a building or something like that, and you want to go ahead and enable this right here. All right, so to enable this, I think you have to put 1 here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put 1 right here to enable MP maps. And then after you're done with that, just go ahead and go to file and save. All right, so you don't have to do this in game while you're playing and you get a call out that needs you to go to an apartment or something like that, and then you find you can't really get inside the apartment. So you can go ahead and change that right there. So we are pretty much done with that. What the hell is going on here? All right, let me just go ahead and move this one over here. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install ELS files. All right, so that will be the second one that we are installing. And straight away, we're just going to go ahead and go inside our installation files right here. Go ahead and open that, GTA 5. All right, and we're going to go ahead and take all of these files right here. So it's going to be 4 files. Drag and drop inside our GTA 5 main directory, just like so. All right, as you can see, we do have our INI over here as well, and the controls for this one, of course, let's just go ahead and open up this INI folder right here. And if you're using a controller, so make sure your controller is allowed, so you don't really need to change anything. If you're using a controller for this, I think it's going to be D-pad left or something like that to activate your lights. All right, and that's pretty much that on this one. If you made any changes, go ahead and go to file and save. I did not make any changes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it alone. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install our first vehicle. All right, so we are going to need OpenIV for this one, and of course I already let you know, guys. I think it's like in the first video or something like that you need OpenIV. So let me just go ahead and fire up my OpenIV. While that's going on, I'm just gonna go ahead and open up my first file that I want to install. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to Windows over here on OpenIV, and I'm gonna go ahead and unzip these files right here. I think this is the first vehicle that we are installing right here. This Yukon vehicle right here is a really cool model. I like this model right here. So it's gonna go ahead and take a little bit of time because it does have a lot of files, a lot of large files as well for this mod right here. So I might find that I do not have any more space on my PC just because of this mod right here, but we're just gonna go ahead and delete everything once we are done with all the necessary installation. All right, just go ahead and wait for this to finish up to unzip these files here real quick. Why is it kind of like taking too much time now? It's taking way too much time. All right, so our OpenIV is open. So while this is still opening up, we're just gonna go ahead and navigate to our mods folder right here. We're gonna go ahead and go to mods folder. We're gonna go ahead and go to update 64 and then DLC packs. This is where we need to be. On our DLC pack list over here, we're gonna go ahead and go into patch day 24. This is where I usually install all of my police vehicles, but for some reason some people tell me theirs do not work on patch day 24. I don't know why. I like patch day 24 because there's not too much mess in this folder right here. All right, so let's go ahead and go into patch day 24 DLC pack, dlc.pf. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to, is it common or 64? Let's go to, no, it's 64. So we're gonna go ahead and go to 64 levels GTA 5, and then we need to be over here for vehicles.pf. So let's go ahead and open this up right here. So this is where we're gonna go ahead and install our vehicles. All of our police vehicles are gonna go in here. If you want to go ahead and install like a fire truck, it's gonna go in here as well. If you want to go ahead and install an ambulance, it's gonna be here as well as a replaced vehicle. If you want to go ahead and install like a tow truck, it's going to be here as well. I think that's pretty much it on that front. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. So our first install, we're gonna go ahead, let me just, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and keep our GTA 5 main directory right here because we need to go ahead and install the ELS files as well. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this folder right here. As you can see, this model does come with an add-on, so we do have an add-on option for this vehicle right here, and we do have a replace option. So we're gonna go ahead and concentrate on the replace options for right now. So let's go ahead and go to the replace, and for the replace vehicle for this model, guys, if you are patrolling with this one and you are speeding and you hit a corner really quick, it's gonna flip over. Okay, so that's one of the things I need to go ahead and let you know beforehand. All right, the only way you can go ahead and go around this, if you want to go ahead and patrol with this vehicle, you can go ahead and use an add-on vehicle. It's pretty much the same thing. All right, so let's go ahead and open up. So over here you can go ahead and choose if you want the blue and white lights or red and blue lights. All right, so for me, I'm gonna go ahead and change the red and blue lights. So let me go ahead and open up this folder. As you can see right here, we do have our FBI 2 vehicle. So this one, we're gonna go ahead and replace FBI 2 right here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and replace this for FBI 2. Of course, make sure your edit mode is turned on for your OpenIV. So let's go ahead and drag and drop this folder right here. All right, so we can go ahead and take a look and see what our vehicle looks like. Go ahead and open it up. So you have to go ahead and click on this fragment object right here. It's gonna go ahead and show you the picture. So this will be the vehicle right here. As you can see, it does have some red and blue lights right here. When we do install it in some other way as well, maybe we should have actually installed this for the blue and white lights for FBI vehicle. All right, so we can go ahead and go back over here, and we can go ahead and open up this blue and red, and then we can go ahead and just take these three files right here. Do not install this one that says XML. So this one is for the ELS part of it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take these three files, just drag and drop them in here. All right, so once we just replaced that other vehicle, so we can go ahead and open it up over here, and then you'll find that now we do have the white and blue lights at the front right here. All right, so I actually needed to do this. All right, so for this one, guys, I want to go ahead and use this same vehicle right here, but this time around I'm going to go ahead and use the red and blue lights, but I want to use this vehicle as my police 4 slot. All right, in my police 4 slot. So what you can do here, or pretty much any replaced vehicle, if you just want to go ahead and change the name and change the slot, you can go ahead and change the name right here. So for this one, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and rename, and we're just gonna go ahead and take out the FBI 2 right there. All you need to do here is just type what you need. All right, in small letters, I'm gonna type police 4, and then I'm gonna go ahead and change the second one over here as well. So these three files, so make sure you don't take out this underscore right here. All you need is the name and the number that you need to take out. All right, so let me go ahead and write police 4, just like so. And then last but not least is going to be this one over here, and then we're going to go ahead and write police 4 here as well. And of course we need to go ahead and change our XML file as well. Just gonna go ahead and change the name for this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and write police 4, just like that. So we already changed the name of the vehicle, so we changed the slot of the vehicle as well. So this one is gonna go ahead and replace whatever the default vehicle is that's for police 4 slot. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop this in here. All right, so when I do so, as you can see, we have our police 4 now. So if I go ahead and open this one up, it should have red and blue lights. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what it is. Take a look at the front. As you can see, it is red and blue lights, just like so. Now we can go ahead and go to our GTA 5 main directory, and now we can go ahead and go into this ELS folder right here. So let's go ahead and open up the ELS folder, and then we're going to go ahead and go to pack_default right here, and this is where we're going to go ahead and put all of our XML files for our ELS. All right, so for this one, we're going to go ahead and drag and drop this police 4 XML file, just put it in here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go back over here because I forgot to put this one in here as well for our FBI 2. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop this FBI 2 XML file in here. So we are pretty much done with this vehicle, but we're gonna go ahead and install the add-on part of it. All right, so for the add-on part of it is going to be on this folder. So let's go ahead and go into this folder as well. So over here you can go ahead and choose which version you want to use. Like if you're patrolling, if you want the blue and white version, you can go ahead and select the blue and white version, or you can go ahead and select the red and blue version. All right, so for me, I usually use the red and blue, so I'm just going to go ahead and select the red and blue right here. So we're going to go ahead and just take it out, and this will be our add-on part of right here. So what we can do over here is go back to our GTA 5 main directory on this folder over here. Now we can go ahead and navigate to our mods, go to mods, go to update, go to 64, and then DLC packs. This is where we need to be right here. So once we are here, guys, you can go ahead and drag and drop this rabbit underscore 21 Yukon folder, and we're just gonna go ahead and drop it right here. All right, as you can see, it's right here. And then we can go ahead and bring back up our OpenIV. So let me just go ahead and put it over here. With the OpenIV, we need to go ahead and go back into our mods folder over here. So we're gonna go ahead and go to update, update RPF, common, and then data. So this is where we need to be right here to complete our install for our add-on vehicle. And then we're going to go ahead and go into this DLC underscore XML right here. So let's go ahead and right click and go to edit. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and go back over here. So at the very bottom, we're going to go ahead and copy this line right here. Just Control C, and then we're going to go ahead and put our cursor right here, press enter, and then Control V to paste this line right here. As you can see, now we have two lines of the same, but we're just going to go ahead and take out this name in the middle, and we can go ahead and replace this name in the middle with this one right here. You can just type this name right here exactly as it looks. Just type it right here, or you can go ahead and go to rename. Just Control C to copy that, and then come back over here, come back to this folder right here, and just paste between these two lines. As you can see, I have this name right here. Once you're done with that, we can go ahead and go to save. So we are pretty much done with that. And the other thing I'll highly suggest that you do is go ahead and save this pathway right here, because every time you need to go ahead and install an add-on vehicle, this will be the same pathway that you need to take. So to make things work easy for you, just go ahead and go to favorites, and then you can go ahead and add to favorites this pathway. You can go ahead and name it whatever you want. I already have mine named as DLC right here. So if I go ahead and go to file, all right, and close all archives, and then if I want to go ahead and add an add-on vehicle, I can just go to my favorites and go to my DLC, and this is the same pathway, and my DLC list is right here. All right, so now we are pretty much done with this vehicle. All we need to do now is add on our XML file for our ELS for our add-on vehicle. All right, so now we can go ahead and go back to our GTA 5 main directory. Now we can go ahead and go back into our ELS folder, pack folder right here, and now we can go ahead and minimize this OpenIV for now. Now we can go ahead and drag and drop this XML file in here. All right, so we are pretty much done with this vehicle. So now we are done with that. Let's go ahead and close it. And next we're gonna go ahead and move it over here. So now we're gonna go ahead and install our second vehicle. All right, so let's just go ahead and keep this one over here. What we are going to do here is bring back our OpenIV. Now let's go ahead and install the charger. For this charger, we're gonna go ahead and use it as our FBI 1 slot right here. So this will be the vehicle right here, so you can go ahead and take time to take a look at the pictures and see what it looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the starter kit for all of this stuff right here. All right, so for this one, we're gonna go ahead and go to open up this. You know what, let me just go ahead and unzip my files here. All right, let's go ahead and move this one over here. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to file and close all archives. Now we need to go ahead and go back into our patch day 24. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to mods, update 64 DLC packs. So this is where we are right now, and then now we can go ahead and go to patch day 24 DLC.ipf 64 levels GTA 5 vehicles.ipf. So this is where we were in the beginning of this video, and pretty much the same thing. You can go ahead and go to file, favorites, and add this pathway to favorites. So every time you need to replace these same vehicles that you just installed with the new versions or something like that, or something new, you can always come to this page and just drag and drop these the files that you need to replace, and that's pretty much that. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this 2014 charger right here, and we're just gonna go ahead and go into the vehicles files right here. As you can see, it's already labeled FBI 1, so we can go ahead and just drag and drop this file in here, and we can go ahead and take a look at it and see what it looks like. So this is it right here. So this will be our FBI 1 vehicle right here. You can always change it to something else if you want to. That's pretty okay. All right, so the only thing that we are not going to be installing today is going to be the transport vehicle. You can make any vehicle a transport vehicle. All you gotta do is just name it Police T. All right, so now we are done with that. Let's go ahead and install our XML file. Go ahead and bring back my GTA 5 main directory, already under ELS pack underscore default right here. let's go ahead and drag and drop this file in here. All right, so that's pretty much that. We are done with this vehicle. Next, we're gonna go ahead and pretty much install the same thing for our Park Ranger vehicle. Go ahead and unzip these files here real quick. As for this vehicle, just go ahead and go to this folder right here, and you do have two versions over here. So if you want to use this Tahoe right here, guys, you're gonna need to rename this Sheriff 2 to Park what is it, let me see here, to this name right here, P Ranger. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and need to name your Tahoe P Ranger right here. All right, but we're not gonna use the Tahoe. I'm just gonna go ahead and install this Ram 1500 right here. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring back my OpenIV. We are still on this page right here, so drag and drop all of these three files inside your OpenIV. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what it looks like. So this will be the vehicle right here. All right, our Park Ranger Patrol vehicle. For the starter kit, go back, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to this folder right here for our XML file, and we're gonna go ahead and drag and drop this P Ranger XML file, drag and drop it in here. And of course, if you decide you want to go ahead and use the Tahoe, you can go ahead and let me see here, if you have to rename, yeah, you are going to need to rename this one in small letters as well, P Ranger in small letters, and just drag and drop it in here. As you can see, for the original vehicle, it is in capital letters, so you really don't want to mix too many things, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Just keep things the same, uniform. If it's capital letters, write it in capital letters. If it's small letters, please go ahead and write it in small letters. All right, so we are pretty much done with this vehicle. Let's go ahead and move it over here. Next, what we are going to be installing, I'm not quite so sure. Pretty much maybe this is for Police 1, Police 2, and Police 3. Did I open this? Let me just go ahead and do this here and see what the hell is going on with this. All right, so let's go ahead and bring back up our OpenIV. I don't know what was in here though. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it here quickly. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up this folder right here, and of course you can go ahead and choose all blue lights if you want to, or red and blue. I like red and blue, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the red and blue lights right here. So here you're gonna go ahead and get your car models, and then over here you're gonna go ahead and get your XML files. Okay, so let's go ahead and install Police 1, Police 2, and Police 3. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this model, and then we can go ahead and choose. I want to use this Tahoe at some point, so let me see what it is labeled as. There's Police 2 and Sheriff 2. So let me just go ahead and drag and drop the Police 2 vehicle files and see what it looks like. All right, so let's go ahead and drag and drop this in here, and then we can go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like. So this one is going to be on slot number 2 for our Police 2 vehicle. So all we missing now is Police 1 and Police 3. All right, so let me go ahead and go back over here. All right, let's just go ahead and use something else. We can go ahead and use the 2014. All right, so as you can see, this one is labeled Police 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this to Police instead. So we're gonna go ahead and use our 2014 in our Police vehicle slot right here. Right, go ahead and take out the 4. Last but not least, and go ahead and take out the 4 right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and drag and drop these 3 files inside our OpenIV. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what it looks like. So this will be our police vehicle right here in slot number 1. All right, and now we can go ahead and install the last one with the vehicle that we can use as our Police 3. All right, so we can use I think I like this one right here. All right, so we can go ahead and change this one to Police 3. All we need to do is just put the put number 3 at the end of the word police right here. Go ahead and change that, and then we're gonna go ahead and change the next one as well. Just right there. Put number 3, just like so. Rename this. What the fuck? I just deleted that. I'm such an idiot, mate. I'm just an idiot. All right, let's go ahead and use all right, so this one is already labeled police 3, the Ford Explorer. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the police 3 files only and just go ahead and drag and drop all of these 3 files in here. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like. All right, so this will be our police 3 right here. All right, so we are pretty much done with that. Go back over here. Now we need to go ahead and install our ELS files. So let's go ahead and go into this folder, and now we're going to go ahead and select police 1, police 2, and police 3. All right, just like so. This is what all we need in this folder: police 1, police 2, and police 3. Drag and drop in here. But we are going to replace this police right here. This is what it's asking us to replace, because this one is for the default. All right, so let's just go ahead and replace, and we are pretty much done with that. And we're gonna go ahead and install now. I think this will be our sheriff vehicles. All right, let's go ahead and unzip these files here. So this will be our sheriff pack right here. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up. And then we do have a lot of files here. I think these are the only 2 vehicles right here. We do have a Crown Vic and Explorer as well. So let's go ahead and open up the Crown Vic. As you can see, it's already labeled sheriff. So that will be for slot number 1 in that department. So we can go ahead and just drag and drop all of these 3 files inside our OpenIV, just like so. And then we can go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like. So this will be our sheriff 1 right here. And then over here, we're going to go ahead and go back. And now we can go ahead and open up the Explorer. And as you can see, it's already labeled sheriff 2. So we're going to go ahead and drag and drop these files in here. And we can go ahead and take a look what it looks like. It should be an Explorer with this paint job right here. I think this one is like a new Explorer or something like that, which it looks pretty cool. All right, and we can go ahead and go back over here and then go inside our ELS over here. And now we can go ahead and install for both of them. So you can go ahead and choose for custom ELS lighting. All right, and then you need to go ahead and install this one. But for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it regular. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and then drag and drop this inside our ELS folder right here. So let's go ahead and drag and drop this sheriff 2 right here, and then go back, and then we're gonna go ahead and install this one as well. Just go ahead and drag and drop here. So you do have an option for this one as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and keep mine regular. Drag and drop this one in here, and we are pretty much done with that as well. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and install the police bike. All right, so this one is going to be police B, and I usually like to use this one as well. So let me go ahead and close that, bring this one over here, open up this one, this folder up, and then we do have you do have 2 options right here. If you are patrolling in the city, you can go ahead and put this folder in. If you are patrolling as a sheriff, you can go ahead and put this folder in. All right, maybe I should just go ahead and install both so you can go ahead and see the difference in terms of texture. All right, so let's go ahead and install the police one first. Go ahead and drag and drop this. You know what, let me go ahead and start with the sheriff, because I usually use the police use this one for police first. All right, so let's go ahead and just drag and drop the sheriff one. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it and see what it looks like. So this will be the bike here for sheriff. As you can see, it's already labeled sheriff, just like so. I think it looks pretty damn good if you ask me. All right, and then we can go ahead and go back over here. Now we can go ahead and replace it with the police one if we want to. So let's go ahead and drag and drop all of these 3 files inside our OpenIV. Now that's replaced, as you can see, the texture is going to look different. So this one is going to be the city police version right here. All right, so there you go. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can go ahead and do that if you want to. As for the ELS for this one, I'm not sure if it's 2 ELS or it's just one. It's just one. So this ELS works for both versions. So let's go ahead and go into our ELS folder right here. All right, ELS folder right here. We're just gonna go ahead and drag and drop this file in here, and we are pretty much done with the installation of all of our police vehicles. So now we can go ahead and go jump into the game and see if it actually works as it should. So yeah, so once you're done with that, you can go ahead and close your edit mode, go to file and save, and close all archives. So hopefully you guys did save the pathway like I instructed you to do, because it's gonna make your life really easy if you want to go ahead and just add some more vehicles for add-on vehicles and replace vehicles as well. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and close our GTA 5 main directory. Just gonna go ahead and delete everything here. We are pretty much done with that, and then we're just gonna go ahead and run the game and see our vehicles. Alrighty, we are logging into the game. I don't really think I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole thing and sign in or something like that, but let's go ahead and go outside. I think this is the second time I'm actually logging into the game, and I'm in my apartment, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, it's all good. Let me see if I can teleport now. Let me go ahead and see if I can teleport like somewhere right here. Like right here. I don't know, man. When I teleport somewhere, we can go ahead and spawn our police vehicles. You know what, let's go ahead and go right here. Let me see if I can teleport right here. All right, there you go. So I can teleport now after installing all of these mods. All right, so we are right here. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and open up our simple trainer, and we're gonna go ahead and press F3 to open up our simple trainer, and then we can go ahead and go to vehicle spawning right here. But before you can go ahead and do that, if you want to go ahead and change the color of your simple trainer, just go ahead and go to options, and then we're going to go ahead and hit your d-pad right. All right, hit your d-pad right. You're going to be on the options menu 2. Here on the options menu 2, you can go ahead and change the is it where you can go ahead and change the color? Let me see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set menu colors and fonts. So over here you can go ahead and change the color to whatever you want. So let me go ahead and change mine here real quick. All right, I think I like this one right here. And then once you're done with that, guys, go ahead and press enter. As you can see, or press X on your key or on your controller. It's gonna go ahead and change the color, and then we can go ahead and change the secondary color. I like mine to be a little bit more white, so I can go ahead and choose something like this right here. Press enter. As you can see now, if I go ahead and do this, it's gonna go ahead and change the color. Now we can go ahead and go back, and now we can go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom to where it says save settings to your simple trainer INI. So let's go ahead and save. All right, go ahead and hit your number 5 on your keyboard, just like so. It's gonna go ahead and save. As you can see, settings saved to trainer INI right there. So if I go ahead and go out of my simple trainer, if I go ahead and open it again, I expect to see the same colors. All right, so let's go ahead and hit F3, and there you go. So we have successfully changed the color. You can go ahead and change the font as well, but I like to keep mine as it is right here. So you can go ahead and change some things over here, the font as well if you want to, but I'm just gonna go ahead and keep mine the same. All right, so now let's just go ahead and spawn our police vehicles here real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and go to vehicle spawning. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and scroll down to vehicle emergency right here. So this is where we're gonna go ahead and find all of our police vehicles. All right, so we did install FB1 if you want to call it that. So let's go ahead and spawn our FIB1. All right, you're gonna need to go ahead and hit your try to select it like a multiple times. Sometimes it really doesn't work like straight away, so this is like the first time we are installing this. All right, maybe it's not going to spawn, but let's just go ahead and try our FIB2, and this one is refusing to spawn as well. Alrighty, what a tutorial this is, huh? What a tutorial this is. You know what, let me just go ahead and log into the game first, and go on duty first. All right, so let me go ahead and hit F4, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and type force duty, just like so. It should spawn the vehicles though, so I don't know why it's not spawning the vehicles, but let's just go ahead and go on duty here real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to spawn the vehicles from there. All right, so let me just go ahead and come out of this, and of course if it hit F4, it does bring up your simple trainer again. So let me go ahead and hit F4 again. As you can see, our simple trainer is on. You know what, right now I actually feel like I need to go close to police station or something like that. Maybe I'll just come like right here, right? I do feel like I need to go close to a police station because I want to see if the vehicles actually do spawn by themselves. All right, so we are right here right now, and we do have a police station right there. As you can see, I think that's like our police 2, that vehicle right there that's parked on the side. So it tells me that our slot on pace day 24 actually does work. So now let me go ahead and try to spawn these vehicles again. Go ahead and start off with our FIB1. As you can see, the vehicle is right here, but we need to go ahead and test out our ELS as well. So let me go ahead and activate our ELS lights by pressing my D-pad left. As you can see, our police 2 is just driving by, just like so. All right, so let's go ahead and activate. So go ahead and hit number 1. So that's like D-pad left on your controller, so that will activate these lights. If you hit your D-pad left again, it's gonna go ahead and go to stage 2. And then if you hit your D-pad left again, it's gonna go ahead and go to stage 3. You can't really see the lights right now because we really haven't installed any graphics to make our game pop out a little bit. And then if you want to go ahead and activate the siren, you can go ahead and hit your circle. All right, no, your D-pad down. All right, so your D-pad down on your controller is gonna go ahead and activate your light, your siren. And then if you want to go ahead and change the sound, you can go ahead and hit O on your controller. Go ahead and hit O again on your controller. Go ahead and hit O again. But we are going to go ahead and change the siren as well, so look out for that video. It's gonna be coming soon, so that you can have a little bit of fun. All right, so now let's go ahead and try to spawn all the vehicles that we installed, and then we're gonna go ahead and go from there. I just want to make sure everything is here. All right, so let's go ahead and spawn our FIB2. Go ahead and try to spawn this as quickly as possible. Some of them is not going to spawn right away. You might need to log back into the game or something like that, because the files need to gel up a little bit. So our FIB2 is not working currently. Let's go ahead and spawn our police 1. It's not really spawning right now, but you know, we can always go to the station and get one. Let's go ahead and spawn our police 2. So this will be our police 2 vehicle, and of course the ELS does work as well. As you can see, activate the siren, our D-pad down on our controller. All right, now let me go ahead and spawn our police 3. So this will be our police 3 right here. I think it does change the texture for this one, and we can go ahead and spawn our police 4. So our police 4 is not spawning either. So our FIB2 and our police 4 is not spawning, but you can always spawn. You know, this is just the first setup right here. And then we can go ahead and spawn the bike as well. As you can see, the bike is right here, so we can always do the ELS thing for the bike as well. And if you do go into first person, it does look absolutely amazing in the first person for this bike right here. All right, so that's pretty much that. Now let me go ahead and try to spawn our park ranger vehicle. Is it going to spawn or no? I guess our park ranger vehicle is not going to spawn, but it is what it is. All right, I think after that, that's pretty much it. We did not install the police transport, and no, this should be our park ranger patrol right here. And there is a long version of this video right here, so I can always put the long version of this video right here. You can go ahead and see pretty much everything that we just did today. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, sometimes it takes a while for the vehicle to spawn if you're using a simple trainer, so it's not really too much of a big deal if you ask me, but it is what it is. All right, now I think what we are going to do here before I leave, let me just go ahead and get off that. Let's just go ahead and go inside the police station instead. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go check out all of those vehicles in there. All right, so there's another vehicle right there. I think that's like police 1 or something like that, or police 2, I can't remember. But anyways, you know what, we can just go ahead and go to the garage over here. All right, let's just go ahead and go to this blue marker, go inside the garage, and we can go ahead and take a look at our vehicles. You can always come to the police station and choose your vehicles. All right, as you can see, this one is going to be our police 1, and this one is going to be our police 2, and this one is going to be our police 3. For this version, it does change texture depending on which one it does spawn. All right, as you can see, it does have 2 textures. Does this one have 2 textures? No, let me go ahead and go back. This one only has 1, and this one only has 1. All right, and now we can go ahead and go to other departments. So this one is going to be our Los Angeles Sheriff Department, right? They pretty much use the same vehicles as you will use if you're in Paleto Bay or something like that. So these are the 2 sheriff vehicles that we installed. And then Highway Patrol, I don't know why Highway Patrol gave me a bike. It's usually this reserved for police 4 vehicle, so we might need to check on that. And let's see here. So this is our unmarked vehicle that we installed as our police 4. So right here, so we can always take this one out, our FBI 1. All right, FBI 1, FBI 2 right here. All right, so as you can see, this vehicle is in 2 positions, but one of them has white and blue lights. All right, so this one right here is gonna have white and blue lights under the FBI right here. And then over here we do have our park ranger patrol vehicle that we installed as well. This one only has 1 livery on it, and you can go ahead and choose from there and then begin your patrols. All right, did we come up with a vehicle? I don't think we came up with a vehicle out of this one, but this is pretty much it in terms of this tutorial, guys. So hopefully it did help you out to install your vehicles and everything like that. As you can see, our police 1 is driving over there. Sometimes I will highly suggest, like, if you install something like this, restart your PC, and then everything should be working much better. All right, because the game does need to integrate all your files and everything like that. And before I go, the other thing about Simple Trainer, here you can always change the time if you want to. All right, so if I go ahead and go to time, you can go ahead and set it to real time if you want to, and you can go ahead and change the you can go ahead, always go to 1 hour behind or 1 hour forward. So right now I just went back a couple hours, and then you can go ahead and change the seconds over here if you want to. So this will be the hour. You can go ahead and change the day over here if you want to. You can go ahead and change the minutes over here if you want to as well. And then you can always go to the weather section over here and make it extra sunny if you want. All right, go ahead and make it clear. But sometimes I like or you can go ahead and just force this one right here. It will make it that like if you force a weather, let's say I just choose like fog. If I decide to play my game with fog, it's gonna be fog pretty much the entire time I am playing the game. If I go ahead and choose it from over here, it's gonna change with time. Okay, so it's gonna change with time, making it a little bit more realistic and everything like that. All right, so once you're done with that, it's pretty much it for this tutorial right here. So if this video helped you out, guys, and you want to go ahead and donate for your boy, I do have a link in the description for my PayPal. You can go ahead and donate from there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. With that said, I'll see you guys on the next video. I am out.